Namaskara. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. Rajlakshmi R. She is a gynecologist, obstetrician. More than that, she is a prolific writer. She is a columnist and she has written a book. And more important than that is she is dedicated to bringing awareness from the public. More than 400 um, uh, schools and colleges she has visited and then taught the teenagers the hygiene and what are the problems during that period. And apart from that, she is the one who is a crusader against the myths that are there in the people, even during the 21st century. So, welcome, Raj Lakshmi. You have been the IMA president and you have done so much of service in Udupi. Now, I would like to ask, whenever the menstruation occurs, now there was a time when the girl used to be pushed to the corner and she used to be kept away from everything, no activity, nothing for 5 days. What is it?
Okay. Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction and thank you for the opportunity. Yes, previously, whoever is menstruating, they were confined to the four walls in a dark room where there was not even breeze. But it is not needed. Actually, scientifically, if we see, she needs more fresh air and to be with people so that her mind will be peaceful and calm and
Correct.
she can perform her daily routine activities. What I think is, see, in the previous times, it was a joint family. Lot of people, all cousins used to be there, and even they had to work in the agricultural fields. They had to cook
Yeah.
for so many people. So I thought our ancestors must have made this rule thinking that at least these 5 days let the women rest. That is one thing. Second thing, when they are having bleeding, they are little weak. They may not be able to perform the duty up to the optimum what they were
Yes.
doing. So in
Yes.
that way also they might have asked them to rest, but okay, that time there was no light, electricity also. The houses were all small, small. So they made them sit in a room. But what we have continued is that she should be in a room where there is no light and breeze. So I
That's
don't
not
think it's
correct.
right
That's
to
not
do that.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's correct. And
Mhm.
now the government is also giving 3 to 5 days holidays for the menstruating women who are working.
Yeah.
That is another
Uh, it,
extreme. Yeah. Hmm.
it is actually another extreme because what we do is we go to the schools and tell the girls that pain is normal. If you are having pain, that means you are ovulating and your cycle is regular, you are healthy. But there are conditions when the pain can be extreme, as in case
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
endometriosis, or if
Hmm.
she's having severe bleeding and all, that
Hmm.
time she might need rest. She can
Hmm.
take leave. I don't think
Hmm.
she need to mention that I'm in periods and I want to take leave.
I know.
Some
I know.
medical grounds she can say and she can take the leave, I think. No
Okay.
need to
Okay.
notify that you're on
Okay.
the menstrual
Yeah.
periods.
And is there no myth among the people that when the girl is having menstruation, she should not touch the books because that is Saraswati, and she should not come to the kitchen and cook. She should not touch anybody, and then she should not swim. She should not do anything, no activity. Is there any truth, or it is the other way around?
No, there is no truth. Actually, it was all made because of the cleanliness. She needs to be clean during that days and
Hmm.
make it be previous years and all. There were no effective methods of cleanliness, menstrual
Hmm.
hygiene.
Hmm.
So to maintain that hygiene, they might have told her to stay away, not to touch and all that.
Hmm.
Otherwise, scientifically, there is no reason not to touch. And
Hmm.
going outside and all, okay, when you go to a place, crowded place, when there are many people, because she's menstruating, she might be anemic, she
The
might be little
immunity
on
is
the
at a lower level,
immunity
so
low. Yeah,
she gets
she
infection
can
very
catch
quickly.
infection, she can
Infection.
become sick. So
Hmm.
in that way, they might have told. But recent years, we have all the facilities to have menstrual hygiene. We have pads, we have menstrual cup, we have the tampons, and we
Hmm.
have antibiotics, everything. So and people are given awareness to maintain the hygiene, so they need
Correct.
not restrict their activities.
Yeah. And with the
Okay.
tampon and the cup, the blood will not come out also. So they can swim also. Swim and
Yes,
cycle.
of course.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they can do cycling, swimming, dancing, because the tampon and the menstrual cup, they remain inside the vagina and they collect
Hmm.
the blood. So they don't even feel that there is something. They are on periods. So they can continue their regular activities. They can travel also. They can do exercises. Everything can be done.
Yeah. So
No need to
yoga,
restrict
dhyana,
anything.
everything can be done. I mean,
Yes, it
yeah.
can be done.
And what about the food? What sort of food they should take during the menstruation?
Okay. They should have a healthy, balanced diet. That is the thing we should tell them, I think. Because there were restrictions. They shouldn't have spicy food. They shouldn't touch pickles. If they touch pickles, the pickle will get
Get spoiled.
destroyed. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
be spoiled. That is why.
No,
Somewhere I
I
read, ma'am.
remember, no, my mother never used to remove because for whole year she used to put the pickles and then she would
Yeah.
never touch it during the periods, thinking that the
Mm.
whole pickles will get spoiled. Yeah,
It'll get
yeah.
spoiled. That also may be depending on their
The
cleanliness
hygiene,
only it has
cleanliness
started,
and the
and I
hand
think,
hygiene. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And somewhere I read, ma'am, during those times, when we are on periods, women are on period, the body has certain smell, maybe due to some pheromones or some secretions.
Okay.
So they think that that smell will go on to that food and it
Yeah.
will spoil the food. So you shouldn't touch the food. Nothing like that. You can touch the food. No.
Okay.
And eating, okay, you have to eat healthy.
Mm.
Avoid all the junk foods, fast foods which are made from maida.
Mm.
Mainly the chocolates,
Mm.
whatever contains sugar. People think that sugar, if you eat, you feel healthy and your pain will come down. But actually, it can increase the pain. In case you want to eat chocolates, also you can have a dark chocolate.
Mm.
Or otherwise, other things what you can have is fresh fruits, vegetables,
Mm.
salads,
Mm.
and curds, tender coconut. All these things you can have. There is no restrictions as such, other than the
Okay.
processed foods.
Okay.
And for activity, you can do every activity.
Mm.
Exercise also can be done, but minimum. Don't
Mm.
overexert yourself.
Yeah. Not like a
Minimum exercise can
competition
be
or
done.
anything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exercise actually helps. It will help her pain also. The pain will reduce. It will calm her mind also because of the endorphins and serotonins. And there is some sort of bloating because of that excess progesterone that
Mm.
also gets relieved with the exercise. So she can
Mm.
do regular normal exercise.
The stretching and
Mm.
walking and everything can be
Yeah.
done. And in fact,
Yes.
her mood fluctuation during that and due to the hormonal imbalance, that also will be better if she is exercising and doing the yoga. Don't you think so?
Yes. Yes, yoga, the movements, the stretch movements, as well as deep breathing exercises, which
Mm.
control our
Like
parasympathetic system
pranayama.
and
Yeah.
release,
Mm.
yeah, pranayama and all. It will actually help to calm her mind also. The
Yeah.
stress level will come down and she'll be able to manage her life easily. Day to day activities
I
will go
think
on.
now one thing is because they were isolated, they used to be irritable. And on top of that, hormonal imbalance used to make
Yes.
them irritable. And that mood fluctuation used to be worse in the past. And they used to be
Yes.
like fighting and shouting and doing that.
Because
But now
because they
we
were
don't even realize. Yeah. Yeah.
isolated, one thing. Next thing is they didn't know what was happening to them. Now people are
Mm.
more aware, and when
Mm.
you mix and speak to some people, when you discuss what is happening with you, if you
Mm.
feel that others are also having the same symptom, then your stress level comes down. You feel happy that
Okay.
okay, this is normal, everyone is
Mm.
having that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
what about going to the temple and other things? And how to make this younger generation realize that this is not a bad thing? Because many a times, the girls who are having bleeding for months together, if they have got a menorrhagia also, they don't come, thinking that
Ah,
it is a bad blood. So, what do you
bad blood.
say to them? Yeah.
Yeah, it is not a bad blood. Actually, it is a good blood. So let me go back to little of science. What is happening every month? Every month there is one egg released from
Mm.
the ovaries. And if that meets its partner, that is the
Mm.
sperm,
Spur. Mm.
the lady gets pregnant. And in that thinking that, oh, I might get pregnant, the uterus becomes thick, the inner layer, endometrium.
Mm.
So this
Like
can't happen
make
every.
soft bed for the
Yeah, very soft bed
fetus.
for the baby.
Fetus,
So
yeah.
every month she can't get pregnant. So at the end of 14 days after the ovulation, that unfertilized egg, along with that soft bed, which is made up
Mm.
of blood, it is casted outside. That is what
Yeah.
we call it as menstruation. 3 to 5
Yes.
days we have bleeding. We lose about 50 to 80 milliliter of blood. Actually,
Okay.
we are losing good blood, so we can go for anemia also. So
Okay.
in case that lady had got pregnant, That bed would have helped the baby grow for 9 months,
Grow. Yeah.
nourishing it
It
with
would have given the
food,
nutrition.
oxygen,
Yeah. Everything.
nutrition, everything. So people need to know that it is not bad blood. So if the
Mm.
bleeding is more than, I said, 50 to 80 ml, 5 to 7 days, if it is more than that, they need to consult and see what is going wrong.
Yeah.
Why they are bleeding more, because that
Yeah.
can cause anemia.
Yeah, and
So
not
it is
only
not
that,
bad blood, it
nowadays,
is.
that menstrual blood is used to take out the stem cells to treat the
Yes,
other
yes,
diseases. Yeah.
yes, yes. It is because the stem cells, nowadays we can treat anything, any disease with the stem cell. So they are
Yes.
using that menstrual blood, even the placenta and all they are using for these
Yes,
things.
yes, yes, yes.
Stem
It's
cells, yes.
really nice.
Mm.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much, Raj Lakshmi. You have described so beautifully that this is a totally a natural phenomena, and it is a boon to the woman to become pregnant. So they should not
yes,
think that it is something bad. But one thing is, if they have excessive bleeding, they must come to
yeah,
the gynecologist.
yeah.
If they are bleeding
Excessive
for more
bleeding,
than 5 days, they have to come to you. And if they have too
yeah.
much of pain and there is
Pain,
something wrong, then they must come to you.
yeah,
So that
they have to
means,
come.
the women should realize that menstruation is not bad. They can continue all the normal day to day routine things as well as do the regular exercise. But one thing is, beware of the excessive bleeding because that can
Yeah,
cause the anemia. So, anything you
anemia.
would like to give the final tips to the
Yeah.
youngsters? Yeah.
First thing is they should know that it is not a bad blood. So
Okay.
too much of blood loss is harmful to their health. So they have to
Yes.
be careful about it.
Yes.
And pain, little pain is normal on the first day of period. But
Mhm.
they can manage the pain with drinking lot of water, avoiding constipation and exercising. But if it
And
is more,
banana. What
then
about the food? Banana can be taken, and that will
yes, yes,
relieve the
banana
constipation
has
as well as the moods. Yeah.
moods both. It will improve the serotonin levels. It has
Yes.
magnesium, so the leg cramps will come down. So
Yeah.
they have to eat healthy and they
Mhm.
have to exercise, so to have a normal periods. And there is
Mhm.
no need of restricting their activities. Avoid school. Maybe it's
Mhm.
late over the olden days the school was avoided because the pads were not
Very
there.
far
Now
off
government
it used to
is,
be. They had to go walking, and then
yeah,
and
walking and
sometimes
the note.
straining the clothes. It used to, I mean, they
Yeah,
used to feel very ashamed and say, but now
travel
all that can
facilities
be
were not
avoided.
there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, nowadays government itself is giving eco-friendly pads. It is
Mm.
distributing everywhere.
I know that
So
is a
although there,
compressed cotton, and that compressed
yes,
cotton pads are so nice, almost
yes,
reusable for just 12 rupees. They can use them.
yeah,
So I
that they
think,
are
yeah,
healthy for the lady also, the girl also, for the
mm,
environment also. They are
yes,
eco-friendly, so they can
yes,
use that. No need to skip schools. They can
yeah.
attend their classes.
They
This is
should
what I would
attend.
like to.
They should
Yes,
attend.
they
Not
should
only
attend, correct?
attend the school, read well,
Hmm.
and don't
Read
think
well.
that you are touching Saraswati and that will be Ashuddha. No. Yeah.
No, it is not like that. Eat healthy,
Mm,
exercise, avoid junk food, and
mm.
if any you
No,
have
no
bleeding more
chocolate,
than
no chocolate, no
no
chocolates.
chocolate, no chocolate,
Yeah.
no sweets, no ice creams.
Yeah.
Okay, they can have, but not during this time. They usually take
Yeah.
more. That shouldn't
Yeah.
be done.
Sure.
And then exercise, eat healthy, in case then they should come to us. Okay, if the girl has not got her period still 16, also 16 years, if she
Mm,
has attained too early at around 8 years, if she's having severe pain on all the 5 days of her periods, if she's
mm,
bleeding extra days like
mm.
7, 8, 9 days, and in a day she bleeds more, that she has to use lots more than 8 to 9 pads. These
Pads.
are all the condition when they should come to us, because these are abnormal and they
Mm,
should know about it and they should visit a doctor and get
yeah.
treated for that.
Yeah.
This is what I
Thank,
would like to tell
yeah,
them,
yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Dr. Raj Lakshmi. Whatever you have told is so clear, crystal clear, that people should not have any sort of myth in their mind. And the menstruation is a boon. And let us all, yeah, please.
One more point can I add, ma'am? There's
Yeah,
one more
please.
myth here.
Yeah.
Okay. We said they can use the menstrual cups, they can use the tampons, and they can do their regular activities. But our Indian societies are not ready to accept this. They
Mm,
say if the girls are using this before marriage, they
mm,
will lose their virginity. I want to clarify here. Virginity is to do with your sexual interaction, sexual intercourse, not with the hymen rupture. Hymen can rupture even with cycling, gymnastic, heavy
Yeah.
athletics, it can
Yeah.
rupture. This is one more point I wanted to tell.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they say that is the hindrance for us. When we go and teach in the schools, that is the hindrance for us.
Yeah.
Parents
Yeah.
don't agree. That is why I
Yeah.
wanted to clarify.
So thank you very much, Rajlakshmi, for clearing all the doubts and the confusion and the clouds from the mind. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay.